Good morning, maker friends. How's everybody doing this morning? Thanks so much for hanging out with us over here at a maker studio today. I'm really excited you're here. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Kerri, and I've got a YouTube channel called Mama Dares to DIY. I do a lot of easy and creative stuff over there, so if that's the kind of stuff you're into, head over there after our live today and check that out. Y'all, I'm really excited to be taking over a maker studio this morning because I've got a fun project planned for us. It's an easy project. It's actually going to be a red, white, and blue themed project, which is my favorite color scheme besides turquoise. I just love me some red, white, and blue. It's so patriotic, and it just warms my heart so much to see those beautiful American flag colors, doesn't it you? I'm going to be using our awesome no-bake ceramic paints today, but y'all, you can take these ceramic paints and use this same technique to do any other theme besides red, white, and blue. There's so many beautiful colors available in our no-bake ceramic paints, but y'all, this is what we're going to be using today. Are you ready to get started? Don't forget to let me know where you're joining us from. Also, let me know if you're joining us live today or if you are actually catching this on a replay. Y'all, wonder if we can convince Amy to do a giveaway for us. Let's see. Let's drop a couple of your friends' names down below, and maybe we can convince her to do a sweet little giveaway for us today. What do y'all think? I think she will. Are you ready to see what we're going to be doing today? Let's hop on the workspace and let's get started. Okay, y'all, here's our workspace, and let's go over really quickly what we're going to be using for our project today. I've got my red, white, and blue no-bake ceramic paints from a maker studio. The blue is called You're the Water to My Ocean. The white is called Angel Wings, and the red is called Tally Ho. I picked up these awesome dishes from the Dollar Tree. So these are $1. Actually, it's a $1.25 store now. So this is like $3.75 worth of plates. I've got a couple of paint brushes here, and these are some foam brushes that I picked up at Michael's, but you could actually use just a regular paintbrush if you wanted to paint your own stars. I've got my water so I can wash my brushes out, and then I've got just a clear plate that I like to use to mix up my paints with. So I hope we get time to do all of the dishes today because I think they're all going to be fun and unique, and look how beautiful those colors look, just like they are. But we're going to jazz them up a little bit. So I've got this awesome red plate, and I want to take some of, actually no, I want to use the white. I want to use the angel wings because I want to add just a few stripes. I'm kind of going for that hand-painted look, so I don't have to worry about it being perfect. I've just got I think this is about 1.5 inches wide brush. And I'm just going to load my brush up with this paint. I love the no-bake ceramic paints. You don't have to bake them like you do a lot of other ceramic paints. You just need to let it cure for about 8 hours. Okay, so I'm just going to load up my brush really good. And because this is already colored, it's kind of done a lot of the hard work for us. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, but if you want to, you could definitely tape it off. But I'm really going for sort of a hand-painted look. When we strive for perfection, that's too much stress. Crafting is not about being stressful, it's a stress reliever. These would make a great addition to your Memorial Day festivities. You can also break them out for the 4th of July. We've got so many awesome holidays that you can use for red, white, and blue. The fun thing is, because you don't have a lot of money invested in your dishes, if you wanted to give them away to your guest after they leave your party, you could definitely do that. And again, if you really want to strive for perfection and you don't want it to look hand painted like this, guess what? Tape it off. I would suggest using a foam brush if you don't want to see the stripes and everything in your dishes, but I'm really going for that fun and hand painted look for my dishes today. Okay. So now I want to do the same thing, and I'm going to use my little star foam brushes. And again, it's going to be hand painted look, so don't have to worry about it being perfect. And you know what would be super pretty to sort of jazz up the edges a little bit? If you wanted to put some gold leaf around that. Gold leaf is another one of my favorite Maker Studio products. And if you want to, you can definitely sort of go in a pattern, but I really don't want to go for a pattern. This is just going to be sort of fun. Well, that didn't work out very well, did it? So no worries, as long as it's not dried. Guess what? We can just wipe that off and start over. I had just a little bit too much paint onto my little brush here. Let's try that again. And if you wanted to, again, guess what? You can definitely go in order in a little pattern, but I'm just kind of eyeballing it. This is just meant to be fun. Do you have big plans for Memorial Day or for the 4th of July? It's just fun to get together and sort of barbecue with your friends and your family. And look, you can even take some up to the edge and get just on the edge there. Again, we're not striving for perfection here. Aren't those cute? I think I need another one right here. What do you think? I think it is so adorable. Now, let's do something fun with our mug here. So I think I want to add a little bit of white to my water to my ocean because it's just a little bit dark. I want it to match this blue a little bit more. So by adding in a little bit of white, that's going to lighten it up just a little bit. And I'm not really going for, you know, a perfect match here, because why? We're not striving for perfection. Now I need just a little bit more blue. That's another fun thing about these colors. You can mix them, you can match them. You don't have to use them straight out of the tubes. How much fun would this be to just get a bunch of your friends together and just y'all can all sit around and paint your own dishes? A little girls' night, wouldn't that be fun? So for this one, I just want to paint my handle blue. I'm going for that, what, hand painted look? Yep, that's right. So if I don't get everything covered perfect, guess what? I'm not worried. Now once the blue dries, I actually have another tiny little brush here. I can go back and I can add some of those little stars right there on the edge of my cup handle. Wouldn't that be adorable? Now, I want to break out this tally-ho color. This color is so pretty. Look at that. Let me wash this brush out really, really well. I don't want my stripes to be pink. That would be a disaster. Y'all, don't forget to let me know, are you watching us live this morning or are you catching us on a replay? Also, don't forget to let me know where you're joining us from. And remember, if you're just now joining us, we are actually trying to get Amy to do a giveaway for us. And the best way to do that is to tag a couple of your friends' names down below in those comments. And let's ask her, please, Amy, can we have a giveaway? We're going to, just like we did before, we're going to load this brush up. If you wanted to use a smaller brush, you could do that. But I kind of like the wide stripes. It also means I don't have to do as many. Isn't that fun? And I'm really not worried about going all the way down. I kind of like the way it has that sort of faded look to it. I'll skip just about the same amount of space. And do it again. What do you think about this project? Is it something that you would love to do with your girlfriends? I think it would be a huge, huge thing, fun thing to do with your friends. Let's see. I might could get another small one on this side. Let's do that. Now, I do think I want to add in some of that gold leaf like we talked about earlier, just because I love it so much. So give me just a second, let me grab that. So to do some gold leafing, we're going to need our Gilding Size and also our gold leaf sheets. Let's see how many we want to do. Don't you just love how projects just kind of take on a mind of their own? I like it when they evolve. Sometimes we have a plan and then we have other plans. So I'll just grab one of my Maker Studio artist brushes, and y'all, these are my most favorite brushes. I love the ends of these. Let's see. I might actually, let's see if I want to do the red or the blue. Let's do it on the blue one first. That way if we run out of time, you'll at least get the idea, because this plate is smaller. So just take some of your Gilding Size. We're going to sort of haphazardly paint it on the edge of our plate. If you're not really going for a hand-painted look, and you want something a little more refined, then you might want to take a little bit of extra care and caution. But because this is the look I'm going for, I get to be a little bit messy. Now, the Gilding Size is going to need to come to what we call tack. And that just means that it needs to get a little sticky. And Amy tells us when we're looking for tack, we need to use our ring finger on our left hand, because that is the most sensitive finger that we have. And I've found when I work with the Gilding Size or any of the leaves, that when you're doing it on plates, it doesn't take as long to come to tack. If you're using it on something that's a little more porous, it can take maybe up to 10 minutes to come to tack. But normally on our dinnerware, it's pretty quick. So now we'll take one of our sheets of gold. Y'all, let me just show you how amazing this is. Look at that. Oh my stars. Ah, I love it. So let's take our finger. You can see it. Let me turn it up on the side for you. See how my finger is sticking to that? It's pulling. That's how we know it is ready. So we'll take one of our sheets. And sometimes if you're not real comfortable with the gold leaf, it can be intimidating, but y'all, don't let it intimidate you. The best advice I've got is, number one, don't turn your fan on. Leave your fan off, because trust me, it will end up all over the place if you don't. The next thing is to leave it in your tissue paper and only pull off what you need. You can also reuse the bits, the little fragments. I actually keep little pieces of gold leaf in a little jar or a little dish over at the side of my craft table. We don't want to waste any of that beautiful gold leaf. That kind of looks like Wonder Woman, doesn't it? It's so pretty. What's your favorite holiday? I love being patriotic. So the red, white, and blue is so pretty. Okay. So now I'm just going to take my finger and I want to pat down all of the gold leaf. I want to make sure I don't have any sticky spots left. I've got a little piece right here, so guess what? I'll just take this and stick it there. And I have a little piece there. Also, don't forget the edges. It's so pretty already, y'all, but wait until we start burnishing in the gold leaf. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to put my top back on my Gilding Size. And I can tell you it's a really good idea when you're using your Gilding Size to go ahead and clean off the edges before you put the top on. Don't do like I've done. Forget to do that, because if you don't, then sometimes your top can be hard to get off. So that's just a little something I've learned along the way. Also, don't forget to go ahead and wash out your Gilding Size in your brush. So now I'm just going to take a paintbrush. I'm going to pat this down again, and then I'm going to take that brush and I'm just going to brush away the excess. And look how pretty that is. You do want to make sure that if you're putting this on top of the painted plates like I've done, that your paint is actually dried, because your gold leaf might actually stick to your paint. Have you ever used our gold leaf before? If you haven't, y'all, don't be afraid of it. You've got to try this. It just takes your crafting up to a whole new level. And it changed the look of this plate completely, didn't it? Now, let me make sure I've got all of that gold leaf off of the edge. And I'll show you the last thing we need to do to seal in this gold leaf. Now, you will want to hand wash your plates that are gold leaf. I definitely would not put something this delicate in the dishwasher, but that should be a given. Something this pretty deserves to be washed by hand. So the very last thing we need to do is to tear off a piece of that tissue paper that we just used. And we're going to burnish this edge. And that just means we're going to wipe it. That is going to seal in that edge and really make it shine. Isn't that beautiful? Look how pretty that is. Now, I think on this one, on my coffee cup, I want to add just a little bit of gold accent to the bottom of that plate. I mean, to the bottom of my coffee mug. I think my blue is actually dry. So I've got just a few minutes left. So let me go ahead and add a few of those stars onto my handle. What do y'all think about this project? Isn't it fun? Look how cute that is. It would also be cute to do polka dots if you didn't want to do the stars. That is so stinking cute. And I might run over time, y'all, but I do want to go ahead and put a little bit of that gold leaf on the bottom of the cup, just so you can see how beautiful it is. Don't forget to let me know, are y'all watching us live this morning, or are you catching us on a replay? Also, let me know where you're joining us from. And if you want to be entered into the giveaway that we're going to try to convince Amy to do for us this morning, just tag 3 of your friends' names down in the comments below. And let's see if we can convince Amy to do a giveaway for us. Can you believe we pulled off this in just a short amount of time? You don't have to use a lot of product either. We used very little of our red, white, and blue. And I'm done with my red, so let me go ahead and put that down in here too. I'm so bad about remembering to wash out my brushes, y'all. Now, I don't want to pull out another sheet of my gold leaf. I want to show you how I can take the scraps that I keep. I actually pull up all of these little scraps and I keep them in this little dish because I always find something I want to use my gold leaf on. Okay, this is almost ready. Can you see my finger sticking to it? So now watch, we can just take a little bit of this scrap we're just going to pop this on to that gold leaf, or to our sizing. This is so pretty. And how is that for just a super quick project? Okay, and just like we did before, I like to use my finger just so I can feel if I've got any sticky spots left. Sometimes if you start off with just the brush, you can't feel those sticky spots. Okay. And y'all just remember, if you want to have this looking super perfect, you can definitely do that. But I really like the sort of hand-painted, sort of haphazard look that this gives. It's very artistic looking. I want people to know that it was handmade and not produced by a machine. So I hope that I have convinced you to try something new by painting your own dishes this morning. And if you're just now joining us, we were using our You're the Water to My Ocean, Angel Wings, and the Tally Ho ceramic, no-bake ceramic paint from a maker studio. And y'all, we transformed these dishes from the $1.25 store. Isn't that pretty? It would also be super cute if you wanted to put like USA or something on here, but I love the simplicity of this set. Don't you? Let me know what you think about this project down in the comments below. Okay, y'all, what do you think about our project? Didn't it turn out absolutely awesome? I honestly can't even figure out which piece I like the most because I love them and I love how they all go so perfect together. Which piece is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, don't forget, if you want Amy to do a giveaway for us, tag through your friends' names down below and let me know if you watched us live this morning or if you caught us on a replay. I've got to run for now, y'all. Until next time, happy DIYing, y'all.